It makes me feel good, actually. Hey Siri, 10 minutes.
You like that?
Vergil's always been very mentally strong. But I don't.
It's not to the 10. It's north of the 10, ain't it? It's north of the 10?
Yeah,
that's 10. Yeah.
I only know Azusa because I was out to get Chick-fil-A on the way back from medical.
Vergil Ortiz has officially started training camp for his highly anticipated 3-belt unification fight with Jaron Boots Ennis. With the countdown now underway, Ortiz is fully locked in and determined to make the biggest statement of his career.
I've had a lot of time to myself, in between, from now to my last fight, which is about a year and a half. We've been in the gym, so don't think that I've just been sitting around doing nothing. I got people saying, go to the gym, I'm just posting stuff. I'm like, bro, I trained today. I ran today and all that stuff. I did conditioning today.
It's really the only thing I do all day. So if I'm not boxing and I'm just doing nothing, then I'm just existing.
Yes, I'm very excited to show what I got to offer. I've grown as a fighter and as a person.
Training alongside Robert Garcia Jr. and his father, Ortiz is pushing through demanding workouts every day. Each session is designed to sharpen his skills and prepare him for the toughest challenge of his career.
He'll always be fun.
Were you reacting to me or you're about this is I just did right there? I'm a Dalford. Were you reacting to me? I was gonna ask for it. Oh, okay.
We'll go ahead and in between the punches on your own. Right? See, just to move in here just a little bit off.
Ready?
In addition to his gym work, Ortiz is following a disciplined nutrition and conditioning program. His focus is on improving his strength, endurance, and recovery, so he enters the fight in peak physical condition.
In order to fight the best, we got to be the best. We got to train the best. We train hard. We're in the gym every day and come early. When we're out of here, it doesn't stop. I got to go eat. I'm eating healthy. I'm going to recover and go do some of my things. Then I got to run. Boxing is a 24-hour thing. It doesn't stop after the gym. Yeah, we're about to get some rice in, get some kebabs. Was this chicken kebabs? This chicken? This pollo? Yeah. Chicken kebabs with some bell peppers, and the bell peppers are good for you.
Ortiz's daily routine includes several hours of intense training, followed by recovery sessions. With Robert Garcia Jr. and his father guiding every step, nothing is being left to chance.
These past 18 months, and I have a lot more to offer than what I did before. We definitely had to change a few things. Like, for instance, I do recovery like 4 to 5 hours a day. That's a lot of my time right there. I spend like 3-4 hours in the gym, then I spend another 3-4, just doing active recovery. It's definitely a lifestyle now. If it wasn't a lifestyle before, it is now. Mentally, to have a strong team behind me, with like Hector, Beltran, and the Garcias, and especially my dad, it's very, how do I say? It's very positive. It keeps me in a positive mindset.
At Mike Tyson Boxing Club, Ortiz is working on every aspect of his game, including timing, precision, ring IQ, and combination punching. The goal is to become a smarter and more complete fighter before facing Boots.
We've been here for like 2 weeks already. This is the 3rd week. We adapted pretty well. I think I adapted in like 5 days, to be honest. We started sleeping real good towards the end of the first week we got here. And we're acclimated. We're as acclimated as we can be. We're just putting the final touches, just focusing on weight as well. So it's my body knows it's pretty much time.
Oscar de la Hoya confirmed that Ortiz's recent contract issues have been resolved. He expects Ortiz to return before the end of the year, keeping the long-awaited showdown with Boots firmly on track.
There was a misunderstanding. Everything is great. Eric Gomez is talking to Rick Meridian, and we're making this happen.
Are you comfortable with the deal that they have negotiated?
I'm very comfortable. Look, we have our deal in place. The original deal that was in place. Outside people try to ruffle things up, let's say, but we have the contracts, we have the relationships, we have Vergil Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz, we've had him since he was a baby, since he started boxing professionally, so we feel that we're very close, and Vergil Ortiz will fight this.
On the other side, Boots Ennis is staying active in training and says he would rather face Sebastian Fundora than Josh Kelly. He believes defeating Fundora would be a tougher challenge and a bigger step toward building his legacy.
I feel like the better the fighter is, the better I'm gonna be. You know, the sharper I'm gonna be. So, you know, I'm here to collect these belts, and I want to be undisputed at 154, and I will be undisputed at 154. I ain't get to do it at 47. So, you know, the next best thing is Fundora or Kelly. So, and I feel like everybody want to see me and Fundora because he's a tall test.
Yeah, I love the Fundora fight. I think that's probably my favorite fight for you that's available right now. Sounds like he might be doing his mandatory next. And then, of course, we have Josh Kelly.
Boots admitted he is frustrated that the Ortiz fight has been delayed because of contract issues. Despite that setback, he remains confident the fight will eventually happen and insists he'll be ready whenever the opportunity arrives.
Everybody asks me about it all the time. I did my part, and like I said, I thought the fight was done. After he had Fort Lubin, and we get out the ring, he talking about he want to fight Earl Smith. That's his dream fight. So I'm like, it was crazy. And then leading up to making the fight happen, I started training for that fight in January. So, because we were supposed to fight in March, then we were supposed to fight in April, then we were supposed to fight in May. Then we wind up, fighting Zayas. So I technically kind of like trained for 5 months, for Zayas, because he switched my opponent and all that stuff. But, it is what it is. And, right now, like I said, my task is belts. I'm the man of this division. I do what I want, and I got 2 belts at this division.
Boots Ennis revealed that the team's long-term mission is to capture every title at 154 pounds and become the undisputed champion. He expects Boots to return in December against either Sebastian Fundora or Josh Kelly.
Well, he should be fighting like December, maybe December. Okay. Because if he fight in December, that means you get a chance to fight one of them. Fundora or either Josh Kelly, whoever wins. You want to fight your best, man.
Is that the fight that you want next? Like he said, he has to fight. It's mandatory. That's the fight he's gonna fight next.
That's the fight we want.
But after that, he wants to fight Boots.
Fundora or either Josh Kelly. You heard what Boots said. We're trying to clean up the division. That 154 division. Once we clean that up, we might be moving up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Once we clean that division out.
If Errol Spence beats Tim Tszyu, do you think that would be a good, maybe big, major fight between Boots and
that's a good
Spence?
fight down the line. Yeah, that is a good fight.
Veteran trainer Buddy McGirt believes Boots is currently the best fighter in the 154-pound division. While he considers Vergil Ortiz Jr. toughest available opponent, he still believes Boots has the skills to win.
I just think that not only the better man won, but the more experienced man won. Boots is the real deal at that weight, man. No one's going to beat him at 54, man.
Nobody.
No. I don't see it.
Not even the Tower Inferno.
Nah. To me, he stops Fundora.
Chops him down?
Yeah.
So you think it's real fight?
Boozy can fight, man.
Okay.
He can fight. He's the real deal. He can fight.
So what, you think his real test is Vergil Ortiz?
Yeah, but I picked him to beat Vergil as well.
Sergio Mora called Ennis versus Ortiz one of the biggest fights that can be made in boxing. He believes both men have aggressive styles that would produce an exciting, high-action battle from start to finish.
We've been praising this kid since the beginning, a knockout puncher, but Ortiz gets hit too. He gets rocked. He gets controversially knocked down as well. He would deny it, but the truth is there. We could see, we have eyes. Boots is the same way. This is the type of fight with Boots and Ortiz. If when it happens. One of the biggest fights in boxing against two power punchers that are susceptibly defensively because they're so front foot. They go for the knockout. When you have knockout punchers, you're bound to get touched. The difference is Boots rolls with the shots. He takes a little bit of the steam off the shots. He knows how to use his long frame and still dig to the body. Vergil, on the other hand, he'll get up after getting dropped, shake his head, and put it in another gear, in a meaner gear.
Chris Mannix praised Ortiz for preparing as though the fight is already signed. He believes both camps are serious about making the matchup happen and says fans deserve to see one of boxing's most anticipated showdowns.
Run into shots, especially if you're buzzed. So when it does happen, hold on. It's going to be explosive. Someone's going to get knocked out. And I always pick a side, right, Mannix? I always say, oh, well, this guy's going to be the favorite. That's a legitimate 50-50 fight.
All right. Then should it happen next? Because in the days that followed that fight, we have heard from Oscar De La Hoya calling for Boots versus Vergil next. We have heard from Vergil calling for Boots against Vergil next. We have heard from Rick Meridian calling for Boots against Vergil next. Pretty much everybody that's in the orbit of Vergil Ortiz, including Vergil Ortiz, Robert Garcia, add him to that mix. The trainer of Vergil says, let's make that fight next. Everybody on Vergil's side.
Sebastian Fundora believes Ortiz will likely face Boots before he gets his own title opportunity. He also feels Ortiz's relentless pressure, discipline, and work rate could make life very difficult for Ennis if the fight becomes official.
I think Vergil wins that fight. I think Vergil wins the fight. We saw some flaws from Boots with the last fight. I mean, he looked great. He looked great. I mean, he beat Zayas. I mean, pretty easy. But that third round still raises some questions, right? I mean, it raised everybody some questions. How does he do with pressure? Vergil is a pressure fighter, and he hits hard. I consider myself also a pressure fighter who throws a lot of punches and hits hard. So we'll see what happens when he fights one of us. I mean, I guess Vergil's first. So we'll see what happens with that, but I favor Vergil.
Well, actually, man, your deepest thoughts about them as opponents for yourself, then you show
Oh, yeah. I'll beat them both. It's as simple as that. I'll beat them both.
As for Sebastian Fundora, many still believe he's the fighter most capable of giving Boots Ennis serious problems. Max Kellerman pointed to Fundora's incredible height, reach, and improving skills as major advantages that could make the fight extremely difficult. He also highlighted Fundora's strong performance against Keith Thurman, saying it proved he has grown into a more complete fighter. According to Kellerman, if Fundora uses his size and range effectively, he has the tools to trouble even a talent like Boots.
I got a lot of size.
Fundora. I think Fundora's a problem.
Fundora. Because of his size and his reach.
Because his size, his reach, and how he's using it now.
Yes.
You're looking at a...
No, I give him, this is what I'm on guard against. I give Fundora credit. I absolutely agree. He's gotten better.
Yes.
And because of his size and reach and his volume punching,
yes,
he can be a problem. I'd like to see how Boots fares against Fundora, although I would think if Boots especially could beat Fundora. What I'm careful about is people going into the Thurman fight thought one thing of Fundora. Coming out of the Thurman fight, they thought another thing. Yeah. But this is not Thurman from 6 years ago, guys.
He's not a bum.
Thurman made a great
Really?
How do you know? How do you know what Thurman is? You only seen him once?
One thing is becoming clear. The 154-pound division is now one of the most exciting in boxing. Tim Bradley believes it is the strongest weight class in the sport because it is packed with elite fighters and potential blockbuster matchups. He considers Vergil Ortiz one of the toughest challenges for Boots Ennis, while the inside the ring panel agrees that several dangerous opponents are waiting for him. Bradley also noted that Jermel Charlo's return to the division only makes the competition even stronger, setting the stage for some of boxing's biggest future fights.
154 is that you have Boots. You see his determination? Did you see it the other night? You saw his determination and will? Vergil Ortiz, what does he have? That determination and that will?
And Vergil's a little twitchy, too, for a guy with power.
Yeah.
And aggressive. And he got a lot of heart.
Fundora, the same thing, man. I feel like 54 is the best division in boxing.
I agree.
They have the hottest fights in boxing based upon just determination, will to win.
And the matchups.
You got to these dudes to win.
And then
really? You didn't have to Xander to win?
No, I'm talking about you got. I'm talking about Boots.
So now you're talking about. So now you're down to 3 guys that you're saying that about.
then on top of that, you got Charlo coming in the mix.
And
He's still not there.
And I like. Here's the problem. I like Charlo.
Here's the problem with Jermell.
While many boxing experts continue praising Boots Ennis, not everyone believes he is unbeatable. Vergil Ortiz's trainer, Robert Garcia, carefully reviewed Boots' recent performance and said he spotted several weaknesses that could be exploited. Garcia believes Ortiz has the skills, power, and pressure style needed to take advantage of those openings if the fight finally happens. In his view, the matchup is far more competitive than many fans think, and Ortiz has a real opportunity to score the biggest victory of his career.